for a greater part of the day, the stock was down 4-5%, but now it's only down 0.1%. So Adani Green is, one of them that intraday will come up for you on your screen. CG Power is another stock where you have seen a sudden up move in the stock. But finally, it looks like that 17,000 handle is going to hold. We breached below it. The intraday low on the Nifty was 16,989. So we went below that 17,000 mark, but we're managing to close above it.
Some bounce, right, from the lows. Like yesterday. Yesterday also we had a nice, almost a 70-80 point bounce from the lows, but it was negative. So we'll end with almost triple-digit losses once again. The big losses, of course, coming through today in the public sector banks, which were the top losing sector. IT lost, the IT services sector. Metals were down, and the real estate index was down and out as well in terms of trade. I was just looking at the broader market, and I'll not go into names, but advanced decline is negative, some 2:1, little over 2:1 in favor of declines. So there is, of course, all the Adani Group stocks which make which are there. But I can't find any large, well-owned institutionally or well-owned stock there which is corrected in any large significant way. So numerically, it's 2.5, almost 2.5:1 in favor of declines. But it's not as bad for broader markets, at least. That's what I can see. Yes.
But there are so many mid-cap financials which have lost ground. So PNB Housing Finance, 10% down. Indian Bank, 8.3% down. Bandhan Bank plans to diversify. Bandhan Bank down 5.3%. Bank of India down 5.5%. So mid-cap banks took quite a knock today. Some of the other losers include in the frontline pack IT names. So TCS led the losses with a cut of 2%, but others like Wipro, HCL Tech down between 1-1.5%. Wipro also losing ground. M&M was under pressure, a cut of about 3%. Some of the other large-cap financial names. So Kotak Mahindra Bank weakening in trade, and HDFC Life has today hit a fresh 52-week low. On the gaining side, Bharti Airtel stands out after it extends that entry-level tariff hike to the remaining circles. So now it's a pan-India increase. BPCL, one of the big movers, Titan also up in trade.
Yeah, actually, Yash was pointing out not just HDFC Life, pull up some of the others as well. ICICI Pru Life, ICICI Lombard. These are all insurance stocks, and they are at the 52-week low, just absolutely there. SBI Life, LIC is very close to a 52-week low. So insurance as a space has been battered and bruised, and that's, of course, been in the making for a while. Let's look at some of the other names. On the brighter side of things, there's Sona BLW. After that cleanup trade from Blackstone, stocks up about 7%. Today's listing, Divgi Talk, in a market as challenging as this, it's managed to put on 3%, so it's not too bad on the new kid on the block. Then we were talking about more losers than gainers, obviously. PNB Housing Finance final cut is almost 10%. That's a crunching fall. Indian Bank, 8.5%. Bank of India. So PSU banks, tier 2 banks, PSU banks, that's where the cuts are really, really deep on the downside. On the upside, only one or two names, really. Sequence Scientific has managed to buck the trend. Lemon Tree is a name that stands out. But then the list pretty much fizzles out over there. Overall, the mid-cap index has ended with a cut of about 0.5%, very similar to the Nifty. The saving grace for the bulls that, at least for today, we've managed to protect the 17,000 mark on the Nifty. And let's not lose sight of the fact that the Bank Nifty hasn't done as bad as the Nifty today. Last two sessions, it's really the Bank Nifty which has led the fall. But that trend at least kind of started sobering out today. We don't know if that continues or not, but I mean, just trying to clutch on straws here.
Okay, let's wrap up on Closing Bell. From the entire team, thank you for watching. Don't go anywhere. Markets Today comes up next.